Hello BookTube, it's Ben here from the History Fair channel. I thought I'd do a little book haul today. I've had a few books in and some quite interesting ones. So here we go. The first one is Roman Conquests, and this one's about Britain. And this is written by Simon Elliott and it's published by Pen and Sword Books. It's basically a book, obviously when the Romans came over to Britain, one of their conquests was us, but it kind of shows the success that they had over in Britain, how they got on, the things they tried to implement here. And then you've got things like the book looks at leadership, tactics, strategies, organisations, and what kind of influence they had in Britain then, and how those effects have lasted for quite a few years afterwards. Certainly the road network and how that was laid out, and I just read a bit from the back. It says, offers a clear narrative and analysis of the Roman conquest from Julius Caesar's failed incursions, 55 and 54 BC, to the Claudian invasion and the subsequent campaigns of expansion and never completed pacification. Analysis of the weapons, equipment, organisation, leadership, tactics and strategies of both the Romans and their British foes, and how each attempted to adapt. It sounds interesting, and I've had a quick flick through and it looks interesting. And this book is part of a book tour organised by Pen and Sword Books, where I think about 5 or 6 book bloggers read the book, review the book, and then we all publish what we think in like a week-long tour, so that it gives the book some a big kick of publicity throughout the week, and then hopefully, it reaches out to more and more people. So certainly that sounds an interesting book, and I'm probably going to be reading that over the next week or two. The second book is an American Civil War one, but you might not have heard of this one. This is called The Greatest Escape, a true American Civil War adventure, written by Douglas Miller, and it's published by, I think it's Connecticut University Press. Just get to the right page. Yeah, Connecticut University Press. The Greatest Escape, a true American Civil War adventure, tells the story of the largest prison breakout in US history. It took place during the Civil War, when more than 1,200 Yankee officers were jammed into Libby, a special prison considered escape-proof in the Confederate capital of Richmond, Virginia. A small group of men obsessed with escape mapped out an elaborate plan, and one cold, clear night, 109 men dug their way to freedom. Freezing, starving, clad in rags, they still had to travel 50 miles to Yankee lines and safety. They were pursued by all the white men in the area, but every black person they encountered was their friend. In every instance, slaves risked their lives to help these Yankees, and their journey was aided by a female-led Union spy network. And that's from Connecticut University, and they've kindly sent me a copy of this to review, which I shall hopefully review and do a dedicated video to it in the next couple of weeks. So that's that one. And the third one is a book about William Orange. This is published by Pen and Sword Books. William of Orange and the Fight for the Crown of England. The Glorious Revolution, written by Brian Best. I have a little fascination with Irish history for some reason. I just seem to find it, so much seems to go on, and yet what we kind of know about it is all garbled or confused, and I just find it fascinating to try and unpick all the information about Irish history. So in fact, I've got another one similar to this that I need to read, which is called The Elizabethan Conquest of Ireland. But that should be really good. I'm looking forward to reading that one. That's about William the Orange, or William of Orange. And then the fourth book, and the last book, is Jim Bridger, Trailblazer of the American West, written by Jerry Ensler, and this is published by, it's another university, it's published by Oklahoma Press, or Oklahoma University Press, and this is going to be a really good book. I already know it's going to be a good book because the cover's got that kind of like suede feel to it, or if you remember about 20-30 years ago, I used to get nubuck shoes and clothes, and it was like a shorter than suede books, but it's got that kind of like velvet feel to the cover of the book. So apart from that, I'm looking forward to reading this one. I love reading about the American West and the origins. Right, so that's it for now for my little book haul. I'm expecting another couple of books in the next few days. I'll see if they come. And also this week I'm going to do a couple of videos of some book reviews that I've got coming up and that I've read and reviewed. So look out for them. And thank you very much for watching. And I shall see you later on this week. Goodbye.